Libra, this is going to be your no contact reading, or someone you're not speaking to, or someone you haven't heard from, okay? We do have the King of Cups. Regardless, if you come across this message, just trust there's a message here for you. We have the King of Cups, the Seven of Pentacles, and the King of Wands. Okay, so we have Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Okay, so we do have the shadow coming through with the Wheel of Fortune. Something feels like something's changing. I feel like you're breaking away from something that felt karmic, or something that no longer has a hold on you, maybe like before. Okay, it's like you're getting a hold of some type of emotion here by breaking away from either some type of way of like attaching or attachment, or feeling some bond. It's like things are changing here now for the better, because you're breaking away. The cycle, the divine like has your back here. Okay, so things are changing. I am seeing a King of Cups and a King of Wands. Now this is more in your energy. I feel like you're trying to emotionally stabilize yourself right now. I feel like these are your energies. We do have the King of Wands. This is more of like focusing on investing in things that are going to grow. No longer wasting time on like other people's toxic habits, or attaching yourself to other people's cycles. However, okay, so it feels like there's a huge change within you on what aligns. Okay, let's see. Yeah, you're on the right path. Okay, this is a Hierophant. This is all about being on the right path. You're very spiritual. You could be a spiritual teacher for some of you guys, or someone that can find yourself talking very spiritual. But I do feel like you're very aligned with your values. You have morals, okay? You have like very strong beliefs on what's right for you. There's somebody here that has a lot of love for you. The King of Cups is coming in. This is somebody's feelings. Their feelings for you is super emotional. There's a lot here, but the shadow aspect of the King of Cups sometimes can be someone that has a hard time regulating their emotions. This also can be somebody that doesn't express, but likes to put on this emotional stable energy. But really there's a lot of things hidden with this character in a way. Okay, so Three of Swords is saying this is a challenge. There is still things that this person is holding on to. This could be holding on to a past breakup, the relationship, not really knowing, like they have a hard time moving past things. So I feel like they put on this King of Cups energy, even though there's heartbreak. There's heartbreak. There's still things that they're clinging on to. They are in their mind a lot, okay? If you're not talking to this person, they are definitely in their mind. They feel trapped in how they perceive things. There's still a sense of like holding on to things from the past. And I feel with you, you're not really investing in anything that is going to not grow right now. So what I feel is like you're on your own lane. We have the Page of Cups. This person is thinking, about messaging you something. They want a new passionate beginning with you. They feel like you guys have a very strong spark. Okay, like they want to spark something back up. Again, I feel it's because you're not engaging into the toxicity. So something has changed within you to where somebody here is kind of like really thinking about you a lot right now. Justice is trying to do the right thing. So that could be conversation, truth, karmic justice, and then we have an equal give and take type of balance. Now, I do see the Two of Swords. There's still an indecision about this connection. There may be a bit of a break between you guys, or a separation here, or a long period of separation right now. But this connection, there hasn't really been a solid decision, as in like breaking up or anything like that fully. There's still pain here, and there's still things to work on. But let's go ahead and see what's going on. I love your energy with the Hierophant. Yeah, you have the Ten of Pentacles. I love this. You have been through so much in life here. Libra, you have been here through so much in your life. So all this is saying right now is that you're very resilient. It's not like nothing right now in this situation you cannot handle. You have handled a lot of things in your life. So you got to believe that. That's why you're coming up as the Hierophant. The Ten of Pentacles is saying like, this is all about legacy, wealth, long-term, maintaining your success, maintaining your finances. Like you're able to do something completely on your own. What is this King of Cups? Five of Wands. This person I feel is in constant battle with themselves. Okay. They're in constant battle with themselves. This could be self-sabotaging behavior. Something where they're not really, again, like things aren't really aligning for this person. They could be feeling like they could be overindulging and in fantasy land on what they think love is, but in reality, you're more stable. This person fights with fantasy and the idea of a relationship than actually building a genuine, realistic relationship where it's going to take them to stop fighting with their own demons. Okay. And the only way that's going to happen, they have to stop overindulging. They have to stop being in la la land, whoever this is. Three of Swords, Eight of Swords, Queen of Swords. There's a very strong cutoff energy in the challenge. Could be, it is an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So I'm not sure if this is you, but there is somebody that sees very clearly and like in cutoff mode. No longer is this a desire right now. This person feels left out in the cold financially, left out in the cold and completely rejected. I feel it's just so odd. Yeah, King of Swords. They're very cold and detached. This is very cold, detached, calculated energy. Something here with the Three of Swords and whatever they're fighting against. I feel with you, it doesn't look like it's part of your energy anymore because you're not allowing it to come towards you. This has to do with their own crap on how they view something here. Okay. This is what I'm saying. Like, oh, wow, that's very crooked. Sorry, guys. This is what I'm saying. There's like a fight or a battle here when it comes to their emotions. It's like they're trying to keep something together. And I don't know if you already know how this person works, but I just see you kind of just more going towards your Ten of Pentacles. Like you're still maintaining all of this. You're not absorbing so much of this person's energy anymore. They're feeling super isolated and alone here and empty inside. This person has a lot of voids. And now they kind of like, and they come off as the Knight of Cups. They come off very romantic and charming type of energy, but they're empty. They're empty. Which makes me feel like a part of them, Seven of Swords and the Page of Pentacles, makes me feel like a part of them is fighting with themselves, with their vulnerability, with their maturity, with their mask, and trying to come off stable, but really they're fighting a lot of stuff inside. We have the Page of Pentacles. This person does want to offer you something and tell you something. I'm not sure what they want to tell you, but there's some type of confession. Yeah, it's about the connection, about you guys. The Moon, there's a lot of uncertainty how things are going to move forward. So this person's still confused on how things are going to move forward between you two. I feel whatever this message is, it's about the truth. It's about the connection and things that were hidden, but still very confusing because this person doesn't really, they're avoiding something. It's like they're not really fully telling you something here. Yeah, Seven of Pentacles, something stops, something. When it comes to the truth and everything, I feel like something completely stops. There's like, you're not investing any more time because it's like you're not really seeing the rewards coming out of this. So now it's like you're kind of putting everything on them. It's like you've done enough. You're carrying your own. You're going after your Ten of Pentacles. You're maintaining that life. You may have children, because I do see a bunny and two other little bunnies. And you're literally have some goals and things that you're doing. And when it comes to what feels right, I feel like if this person can't invest in you properly, you're not investing at all. What's the outcome of this? All right. So from what I'm seeing, there is going to be some conversation and clarity coming in. Okay. Somebody has hope, has hope, but there is something that there's like something doesn't go as planned, but the star is still here, which means there's bigger things at play. There's more light and clarity coming in regardless. So something may not go as planned with one thing, but there is still hope and faith with another. Okay. I am seeing the Ace of Swords coming in with the Two of Swords. So somebody does want to come in the outcome with that Knight of Cups energy and try to bring something to balance and no longer avoid the truth. It's very charming. It's very loving, but it's still not very solid. Okay, that's what I'm getting here for a lot of you guys. I'm feeling like this person is just they seem very empty. They feel very lonely. There's a lot of voids, and then there's a lot of things they need to come clean with you and whatever. So there could be some stagnant energy until that truth comes out. And it's going to bring in so much clarity. So no matter what, justice is here to bring out the truth, because someone knows that they need to confess something before they can offer something solid. This is like some type of promise, some type of pentacle, but it does feel like it is going to, be something that can still give you hope within the connection. All right, that's what I'm getting here. But it's for them to come towards you and make things right. Because they smile on the outside, but they're dying in the inside. I feel like this person is really, really fighting with themselves. Okay? It feels like they're somehow happy, or they try to be this King of Cups, but in reality, there's so much so much suppressed inside. And they're constantly battling something. See, we have fantasy. They're in that fantasy world and pressure. They put this pressure on themselves. It says, I will find my way back to you one day. Our story isn't over. They need to confess something to you. Jealousy, possessive, and personal. This is about them. This is not you didn't do anything. You look at you. You're a really great energy. Okay, you have it all together. This person isn't about you. They're working through a personal issue. Thinking about you makes me emotional, and I want to open up to you about how I'm feeling, and they don't know what they want. I feel like that's why the devil's in the reverse, the shadow's in the reverse, because you're no longer taking on someone else's shadow anymore. This is you seeing clearly that you have zero control on how this person makes their decisions, what they do with their life. You may see them a lot in fantasy land, but I'm just saying, you're just not tying your worth, your emotions, your path to someone where you feel has some shadow work to deal with, or things that you can't help, and you're not going to go on the emotional roller coaster with them. There is some type of betrayal maybe that happened between you and this person, and they want a new beginning with you. So for some, that could be it. But the truth is going to come out regardless. But they're coming in as a knight in the outcome. Very, it feels like it's very romanticizing instead of being realistic, though. That's what I don't like about the Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups isn't really solid. They just keep things balanced with romance and charm, but they can also use that as manipulation to hide their feelings of what they're really fighting inside, which can feel really weird when they start detaching, or you get into these weird moments with them because they're not expressing. They know they have to. Yeah, Spirit's saying take the high road when it comes to this person. Lead by example. Don't try to control them. Just live your life. Lead by example and take the high road. Okay, you already know what they're doing, what their habits are, why they're doing what they're doing. Yeah, Spirit's okay, it's time to wake up. Okay, less is more. You don't have to overgive. You don't have to try hard with this person, which I feel that you're not anymore. I feel like you invested so much into the connection, but right now your life is focused on your goals and long term. This person's life is focused on their inner demons, and you're not here to try to save this person anymore. As why the will is here, because things are changing, because you're breaking free from the bond of that trauma bond or the toxic bond or something that was created within this relationship that you have no control over, and you're not going to go and get yourself sick over it. Okay, so I do see something needs to be confessed. I do see, there's a pause right now with the Seven of Pentacles. Like, what's really the point if you're not going to be honest? And then I do see some clarity and truth and conversation in the outcome with a glimpse of hope, with light at the end of the tunnel. Okay, so that's what I have for you guys here. I do hope this message did help and bring some clarity. And if it did in any way, please like, comment, subscribe, and follow. And if you guys are wanting a personal reading with me, you can go ahead and click in the description box below. God bless.